So let's see how the audio is doing. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Should be good. So, hello guys, and welcome back. We're gonna go right back into it. Got some little feedback on the bass that it was a bit too loud, and I have to agree with that. So, that's good. Now I'm gonna check out the kick for a little bit. Oh, this is a sidechain bass. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's weird. Doesn't really matter. I need this one. A little bit more rumble. Now let's hear this together with the bass. Now we remove this. Yeah, it's a little bit, just that little bit more powerful. Maybe a little bit more high. It flashes out a little bit more. So what I am going to do now is get the wave of my project. It's on here in productions. I have the export here, and I'm gonna put it down here because I heard that would be a good thing, because then you can hear exactly what happens, and you can switch between this and the rest. So I could just do this and switch. Yeah, you can already hear that the kick is a bit more subby. Yeah, kick is a bit more subby and it shines out a bit more. Yeah, it definitely shines a little bit more. By lowering a little bit of the volume on the bass, on the sub bass, and increasing a bit of the rumble of the kick, I made the intro a little bit more boomy, as you can hear. It's a bit more airy. Oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. And this part as well. It sounds a bit more open. Now, the one I rendered yesterday, and if I switch, it's a bit more airy, a bit more open. I also increased the mid bass thing here, but it's not really mid bass, so I really should do something about that name. but that will be for a later time. Who knows? So now that I got that out of the way, or at least I hope I have, I need to find the changes in Discord. Yeah, it's probably a bit too hard. This is maybe a bit too soft, so I think I'm gonna do something with the volume in the end. Let's see. Let's do this. Wait. Why is it still... Oh, there. That's good. So now I can move this up a bit. So yeah, that sounds good, I think. So I'll just leave this for now. I think I'm happy with that. Went faster than I thought. I'm still thinking about adding something to the melody, maybe another synth. Like I have this one. Let's pick it up from there. And then I have this one. Hold on, I'll just do this. I feel that I could do with a little pluck or something underneath. Let's create a new group. MIDI. Let's make it a group and say it is pluck. Plucks. Let's do that. See what happens. Just name this to PL1. We'll see what happens. Put it underneath the lead. And let's not make it pink. Let's make it white. Let's make it white. We'll make the plucks white. Or broken white, whatever. Plugins, Serum. Let's see what Serum has for us. What I have in Serum. I guess we could go to... Yeah, let's just see what happens here. Let me see how this goes. Let's just pick this one and see how that sounds. Yeah, plucks tend to do that, don't they? Ooh, that might sound nice. Let's lower the volume of this first to -7 dB. Let's see what happens when I do this. -13 maybe. So how does this sound in context of everything? Ooh. That sounds nice. Maybe a bit lower still. -17 maybe. Even that's too hard. Damn. I love this sound. What can I do with it? Oh, let me see if I can... Is there anything I can do with this? Here's the delay. How does that sound? No, you definitely need to have... I think it's better if you do... If the... It's, I think, 18 or 16. If you have 4, then it might sound a bit too slow. You want to have it, it's like a really quick succession of notes. So I probably think that it would be nicer to have it a little bit more quick. Like this. Because if you have the 4, it drags on a bit. Yeah, that sounds great. How is that sounding together with these? Okay. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, that sounds good. So now together with everything else. Now it can be a bit harder. Or maybe too hard. Minus 18. Now I wonder if I could put this somewhere else. I have the auto filter here, and I am just thinking of something cool that might be fun to do. Let's see if I can do this. maybe if I do this, I have an idea that could maybe make this a bit nicer is maybe the wrong word, but hold on. Let's see how that sounds in context. Oh wow. Did not expect that it would take everything with it. And I still... Oh wait, I can do that. Never mind. I thought I can't take all these points away, but I can. There we go. Gone. Okay, so I think what I could do, and I'll just have to do this. Let's hear this. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, so you don't hear this one. That's okay. If I do this. Okay. Let's get some impressions from others. Let's go to my Ableton assets, my MIDIs. Nico's 1000 MIDIs. No, I need some pluck MIDIs. Plucks. These are MIDIs, yeah. It's a nice progression. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, Vengeance and lots of stuff, but that's not what I'm searching for now. Bad effects. Not what I'm searching for. One-shot synth loops. Sequences. MIDIs. Oh, nice. Sequence 58. 58. There it is. That's good. Let's see what it sounds like if I get a plug for that. Let's first add this MIDI. Let's just add this one here. Do the plugins serum. And let's plug in some plucks from this, whatever. This has this anything? I don't see any plucks. No plucks. Dubstep. Bass, keys, leads, pluck. Who knows? Oh yeah. That could work. It could. Let's see what we can make from this. Probably a bit too high up, and it's using the right notes. That's good. It's A. That sounds good. Nope. Probably for the best. Okay, that's good. Now let's see if I can get some reverb in this. Best probably to do it like this. Is there any reverb on here? Yeah, there is. There it is. Width size can be bigger. Pre-delay can be a bit lower. That sounds good. The EQ. Okay, that's good. Let's just leave it at that. So that's perfect. Okay, so let's see what. Let's move that down to -7. I wonder though, what would happen if I do this? No, that's not gonna work for this. I do like the chime or something like that. I'm wondering, what if I turn this one off and put this one very high? It seems like I'm a bit out of time. I think I'm gonna go back to Serum and put that little delay back to 4th. Just wondering what this sounds like. What if I only remove this one? No, it doesn't have a velocity, so that won't work. Or at least the bottom row. I'm wondering if I turn this off and I pick this one, because there's a bit more swing in it. What if I leave that in? Let's see what happens. Let's make that white. That's good. Now I wonder, I see that these two are the same, so that should be good. Hold on, I'll just do this. For this one as well. Oh yeah, I still need to do the EQing on this one. There's no EQing whatsoever. Now I need the that's okay for that thing to be there. I need to go to the bass. Can leave the plucks for now. Let's see. I wonder if I do this. That sounds good. Wait, am I gonna start it from there? Hey, Conquest. Okay, so I would love to know what you think of the little thing I did. First off, I lowered the volume of the bass considerably. It was, and here it is 5.5. Here it's minus 12, and it was minus, I think it was 7, and it was a bit too much. I listened on my my car stereo, my headphones, my little earpiece. It was a bit too hard, and now I think it's pretty good. Especially compared to what I had. And I entered a new pluck. And I wonder what you think. Listen to these. Oh no, single it out. And then we keep on going until this. And it might not sound like too much, but combined with the lead, and compared without, it has that little twinkle. So there's that little twinkle in the... It adds just a little bit of vibe, feel. It does remind me of the old Armin van Buuren days, by the way. Which is pretty funny. Like, don't you think this is like the old 2005 or something? Reminds me of the intro of what was it called? The intro of the Song of Ice and Fire, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but it was from Armin van Buuren, from A Sensation. It had that same twinkle. Funny that I just noticed that. So in the start, you'll also hear it. If I think it's a nice addition to the whole. Yes, that one. Just a small introduction at the start. And then you hear the other bass line come in and lead. When we skip on a little bit, you can hear it very subtly on the background. I think it might even get away with 17 so I can hear it. Yeah, that's good. probably better to just lower it a bit. Now, there is just one thing that I want to add, and there's something in here. Like, it's not full enough for me yet. So this already does a lot. Hold on, I'll just get this one down there as well. See if that... Oh. See if that makes it good as well. Yeah, need to get some lines of notes out of here. Oh. These lines. And goodbye. Yeah, there was. I wonder. Yeah, this is probably gonna add a lot to it. First, let's consolidate these, turn them white. Oh. I wonder how this sounds. That's weird. Hey, P to the B. Hope you had a wonderful session. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot. That's for sure. That's for sure. And it's all layers of my main lead synth. It took a while before it got this way because I started out with this one. I can let you hear this. This is what the main melody was like when I started. Come on, don't be such a. This is what it sounded like when I started. And I built from there. For a long time, this was the only thing you were hearing throughout this whole section. At some point, I was like, let's change some notes and see what happens. And then I got this. But you also have this line. And then you have this line. Yep, lots of delays. It's funny to hear how this progressed, because this is something I had in there before, but it was just the same as what I had here. And if you hear this, you hear this, but when you skip it to the one above, I've just some added notes everywhere, which gave it a little bit of more movement and sounded nice. Yeah, and then you have this one. And later on I put this pad in there, so for a bit more movement. Which just follows the chord progression, so when you hear it all together. And the stupid thing is when you get one out, you just hear it's gone. When and where to use the reverb. I mainly go with what I hear and think would fit well. Of course, I'm not a professional, but when I go to my Serum, my synth, it mainly is just a preset that I might have changed somewhere, like I put a filter on there, and I just use the basics of here, probably change this a bit. Yeah, and just turn the knobs and see what fits. Like if I have the top one, I think it's this one. Yeah. This is the sound of the main, the first lead that I had for this. And if you go to the, I think I did the, yeah. Basically the dry sound from this one is just this. So if you would hear that on its own, hold on, it's just this, and you wouldn't hear anything. So that in itself sounds pretty cool, but then I used the kickstart for a little bit of more movement with the sidechaining. And you don't hear it a lot, but it's there, subtly. It's just a bit of sidechain, just to dip it a bit, and add to that a... No, it's not a gate. Not at all. Yeah, well, it could be. Kickstarter is basically just a sidechain system that gives you the little dip just for the kick to come through. Don't know if you know how much you know about sidechaining, but basically, as far as my knowledge goes right now, is just to get the get other elements more in the mix, and especially sidechaining is used for the kick and other stuff. So you have the bass lines that have really low frequencies, and you have the kick itself that has low frequencies, and they can't really clash. You could probably achieve the same thing, I guess, if you just put it good enough. You also have the auto, and I don't think I use it anywhere anymore, but let's see. There is the compressor, and with the compressor you can, and if I put in there, you can put a sidechain on and say on which line, in my case, in which track you want to use it. And I have a special sidechain Kickstart. No, Kickstart is not free, but it isn't as expensive either. But you don't really have to use it. It's not it's not that I use it a lot. In this project I do, because it was a training project and it rolled out into something more. But you can just use the sidechain on this one. I can give you an example, I think. Hold on. Let's just hear it with the extra delay on. Gives a nice other feel to it. And I don't need the real lows. So, as you can see here, I really cut out a lot of low, because I don't need it. And I can just use the more high frequencies, because that's the only thing I need. And because other places like this one, I believe, has a bit more low. Yeah. This also has a lot of low information, but I don't need that. So I just used more the upper mids. And when I go to the bass, like I said, I think it's this one. No, I don't have it on there, but I can show it to you by duplicating it. So what you do, I can show it best here. Let's close these. So when you have the one note that I have here, it's just one note, it's a D. You can do it like this, and you can see like I have the D1. And if you want to use the sidechain from the compressor, you can just pick the compressor up, slide it in there. I'll turn off kickstart. When you're listening to this now, the only thing you will hear is this. Hold on, where is it? Oh, there it is. This is what you hear now. So this is what you hear now when you just have the note, nothing more. It's just one continuous note, and it don't really look at the wobble you hear in the note, because it's because of the multiple voices that I have in there. I have 16 and 10, and those clash a little bit. Those go wobbling a bit, and then you get those really big bassy sounds, and then it dries up a little bit, but it sounds really nice in the middle. So now I use the compressor and use a sidechain on the kick. Now I have to do this, otherwise it won't work. Hold on. Do this. So now, where is my... Did I just do something stupid? Wait, where is my middle section? Oh, I moved all the way to the back. Good job. Well, I'm not really the biggest. Like, I'm not the biggest expert, but the only thing that I know how to use it. Let's see here. Now I have the sidechain on the sidechain track that I have here. And now when I start playing this part, you can do that. That's true. You don't hear anything yet, but as soon as you put up the ratio, the attack to low, let me get this repeating, otherwise it's gonna have to repeat, stop and play. So now you hear this single note, and as soon as I start dragging the threshold down, you'll start hearing that it's gonna wobble, and you're gonna hear the room it's going to leave for the kick to come through. So here we go. The lower you go, the bigger the effect is. But as you can hear, you can now hear it ducking. And during that duck, if I move this here for a bit, you can put the kick in there. And now you get that nice flow. Every time the kick hits, the compressor knows that the kick is there, because you see the volume here. Like this is the volume from the kick, and you can see how much it ducks down the actual volume of what you're hearing from the bass note. So in that way, the bass notes and the bass frequencies and the bass of the kick don't clash with each other, because otherwise you will get this. Let's see, yeah. It's not really, you can really hear it well, but the notes will start to clash, the frequencies. They will build up, and when I go to my spectrum in here, you can see, hold on, I'm gonna go for this one. Here you can see that the really lows are all in here, and it moves all the way to here. And this is because the frequencies are very wide. Let's see if I can duplicate this one. I can pick this one. Yeah, that's good. So when I turn down the voices, so I just have the one note. See, there's no weird wobble in the sound. So when you look at the spectrum now, you can see that there's just this one, and that's a D1. And if you turn up that, because now you will even hear it better, if you use that compressor again for the side chaining on the kick. So now you hear it even more. And that, it's nothing more than that. It's just nothing more than that. It only gives you a little, or at least that's what I use it for mainly, to just get that nice little flow of the bass, so that the kick comes through more. What it's also used for, as far as I know and have read and seen, is that it can meld sounds together. So I believe that no, I haven't done it over here. I still have to do that, I think. But have a compressor on, for instance, this group, and then you can just use that to get all the sounds a bit more together. Otherwise, some will peak over one another. And when you use the compressor, you compress all the sounds into one and get one volume, and then everything sounds a bit more together. And I could try that right here on the lead, because I didn't do it for some reason. And hello, subject. You don't want to see my face better, do you? It's not that, right? Let's see. Let's move this over to here, where the music actually starts. Hold on, let's go over there, because this is better. Well, like I said, if you don't have it on, and you just let it go, you can just hear all the different parts of it. You just have all the different parts of it. And when I turn it on, it gets louder, but all the different elements get more fused together. Because when I move this up, you can hear that it drops down a bit again. And as you see right here, you can see that it's starting to dip a bit. And the further you go, the bigger that gets. And as far as I've heard and read, you can have this to fuse it and everything a bit together. You can have it just when it starts to bleed. And then you can just decide how much you want to get out of this. But it sounds really good now, and I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I just think I need to make it a little bit... That's a bit softer. As far as I know, the thing you have to be careful of when using a kick and a bass is just make sure that they don't play at the same time. So when you have a kick, you have the... I can show you that here. This is, for instance, the kick. The kick has the click, this the very first snap that it has, and that is the start of the kick. And then you get the really nice, in this case, a nice pyramid-shaped tail of it. That is the most important part, because there's the sub frequencies, and you want to get those out a little bit. Because I have the EQ and I filter out like below 20 hertz. I go down with the sub frequencies because you don't want those. And again, I'm no expert. I'm just repeating what other professionals say. They'll say like you don't want all this sub there because it's gonna get everything muddy. And then for the bass frequencies, you also want to have like a little drop out there, but you are basically working from that bass to give your track a lot of low end. And as far as I know, the only thing you need to be careful on with that is make sure that everything you place in your track has its place. And I'm far from perfect from that because I know that I have some things and elements in here that overlap each other. But if you have a kick and you have a sub bass, or you have any bass at all, like my sub bass and I can hold them next to each other. This is the sub and this is the kick. You can see that these two overlap a little. Not just a little bit too much, but this part over here between like 36 and let's see, like 40 and 100. And they overlap here like with 40 and 100. So, and those places are the key places in the sub, because if the kick plays and the bass plays at the same time, at the same volume, they're gonna clog up the whole low end and gonna clash, just like you say, with like getting everything muddy. So what you want to make sure is that when the tail of the kick goes down, the sub of the sub bass goes up, or you can make it sound more groovy by having the sub go up a bit later, so you hear the kick first with boom, whoop, and then you get the rest of the sub bass. So, and that's what the side chaining is basically for, just to make sure that those two don't clash. And for every other bass, you just need to be sure or need to know why you're using it. Like I have the pre-sub, don't know why I called it that, but I think it was because I wanted to use this as a little sub bass at the beginning, but I'm using it more like a mid bass, and I have another one on top of that called the rolling, and I basically only use like the mids. So if you just keep that clear, just stay clear of all the, like every element in your track will have low end, even the hi-hats will have low end. Get that out, because if you leave that in, it's gonna clog up everything. For instance, I have a clap here. No, which one? I think I can use this one. Like, yeah, I think I could use this one. If you can see here, I removed all the low end that's in there, because it's there. And I removed a little bit of the really high end. Just a bit so it doesn't clash with the other high-pitched frequencies. So basically that's what you need to take care of. And need to realize that you don't get those things together, because you don't want those things together. And I hope that was clear. Hope you didn't fall asleep or something. Now let me continue with the track a little bit more, because I want to have this finished as far as possible before the end of this day, because I want to get it onto Mark Sixma's stream. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow again, like I did the last time when I dropped a track on Mark Sixma's stream. And I really hope that you guys will join me, because I am nervous as hell to know what he thinks of this track. So I think I can use this. Let me see what's happening. When did he send this? 10/19. Ah, okay, cool. Okay, so now let's see what happens here. I think I'm moving. Okay. So let's see. This one is in the D4. This one is in the D1. Well, we need to move that up, but that's okay. Let's see. There we go. D. Let's see. I need to move that up to D4. See what's going on. Ooh, really goes far away, doesn't it? That's a bit... meh. It's... ah, damn, why does it have to get... Oh, wait. I might know what the problem is. Wait, isn't? Is it though? Ah, crap. Don't have anything on there. It's doing anything. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you. Ah, damn, it's so far away. doesn't have anything of this. Oh no. Shit. Okay. Well, let's see how it sounds in everything together. Oh. No. No, you don't really hear that. I'll just copy paste this to the end, because I probably think it will be good there. Thank you, subject. Thank you. For a first track, I think it's pretty good. Or a second, to be honest. But I don't know. It's still I still haven't released anything, so it basically still is the track that's the furthest track that I've come in the production. So yeah, I think it would be cool to have these out somewhere here. Hold on, I need to have this one there. Oh, no. What happened? There. You know what? I'm gonna do a full playthrough and see if I can think of anything to put in there. So, wish me luck. Nope. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I feel you. What's the difference? Well, you could better ask what's not the difference. You'll be done faster. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Hold on. Okay, so that sounds wonderful, first of all. I'm really happy with it. I think this is going to be the version that I'm going to send over to Mark Sixma tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. But yeah, you're coming from a house background, and if I understand you correctly, and you're saying you're used to being loopy, I don't think you're trying to say that you're used to being crazy, but you're used to having things being looped a lot. Yeah, sure. You're used to having a lot of the same, like having a complete track, having a lot of the same things just looped all over again. And correct me if I'm wrong, because that's basically how I see house, and that's fine, because it's just the genre it is, and I like house most of the time. But the difference with psytrance is pretty big, I think. First of all, the BPM is way higher. It does. I think it does have the minimalistic things, but I think yeah, you could say that it has some similarities. But I think the bass is one thing that's really different, because the bass is a lot cleaner. I think it's really, really short bass hits. The kick is really snappy. It really has to be like not really that bassy, because the bass really has to come from the bass line itself. Yeah, 140 BPM is normal. 138 is also there. But yeah, house is more low down melodic, I think. If there is melodic in a house track anyway, because I've heard tracks, house tracks that don't really have any melodics or melodies or structure, and psytrance mainly has, at least in the breakdowns, it really has like a big melodic part in the breakdown, and I don't really feel that house has the same impact it has with trance, and trance in general, of course, but psytrance also. It's a bit of, if you go check out Beatport and search for things like psytrance or uplifting trance, vocal trance, everything has its own place in the genre, and everything can be from everywhere. Hey, Stack, welcome. So yeah, subject. It's pretty hard to say what psytrance differs from house, because things, if you speed up house a lot, make the bass a bit snappier, you might have something that sounds alike. It's probably gonna get pretty hectic with some of the effects that they use in house. But I think it's, in the end, it's just follow your own heart. If you want to do something with 140, open Ableton or whatever DAW you use, throw in some beats. Just go through. I don't know if you know Splice, but that would be a good way to get samples. I think it's $10 a month, and then you can get like hundreds of samples, and just find free sample packs for psytrance, and just use all those kicks and try to find something that sounds nice for you, and then just find a sample with a bass line, or a MIDI file with a bass line, and put it on top of the kick, and just use a synthesizer and use something. Yeah. Well, just if you have a synthesizer like I have Serum, just use it. Get presets from Splice with a sound that you like. Get MIDIs from somewhere, because I have like, if I go to Ableton presets, I think I have a like this. I have like all kinds of MIDI chord progressions. Just find something. Find a nice baseline MIDI file. There are a lot of MIDI files you can just get from anywhere. Just search Google Subbass, or just psytrance basslines MIDI. Search for that, and you'll find something. I'm sure of it. get that MIDI file, paste it in here, and then just go wild on Serum and use presets of different bass lines that you hear or that you can find there that you think that sounds good, and just throw it in there. Just keep playing with it. Just keep throwing it in there and see what happens. Do what I said earlier, and that's probably when your internet broke. Get a compressor, put it on sidechain, and say that it has to listen to the kick. Nothing more. And then just see what happens. Just do that. That's the only thing you need to do. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just go find some MIDIs and learn from that. Like bass lines can be really tricky to make, or there's so many weird versions and things. Just pick a bass line, sounds good, then put it in and start moving the notes a little bit. And that's the only thing you need to do. And find out what you think is cool. That's a bit how I did it. It's the same with the I think with this bass line. This bass line is nothing more than this. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. It's nothing more. And it works. So that's what I want to say. Just experiment. Place everything together. See what happens. Listen and try to focus. Just listen, and if you hear like, oh, that bass is a bit too loud, go into the EQ and find the bass sounds and move that all the way and see where the bass begins to sound good. And if it sounds good, fine. If it doesn't sound good, then try another bass. Try stuff, do things, and just experiment. And of course, try to find some courses or free courses you can find on YouTube that just talk you through how to do basic stuff. One of the things that I would recommend is one of the things I recommend is search on YouTube for Demis Helen. I can show it to you here. If I go to YouTube and I take Demis Helen, if you go there, you see this one, and he has massive amounts of videos all about how to produce trance. And that's, I know you're trying to make something else maybe, but like here it has using the phase effects for beginners, trance melodies for beginners and how you set those up, starting a trance track in 5 minutes, why you need sidechain reverb, looking at trance ARPs, different ways to approach arpeggiation. It has so many things. It also has some things based on a Rapid. That's also a synthesizer. But a lot of things you can do in any synthesizer if you know where to look. And for now, just forget that, because if you're beginning, you won't. Yep, all free, all on YouTube. You can watch them all. I've did a lot of things. Like here, I think it was here, translatering bass lines. That's something that I really had a lot of fun with. So these are all free, and Demis Helen really explains it clearly. So be sure to check this guy out. He's amazing. And if you reach out to him, put in the comments that I sent you. I would love to learn more from this guy. So definitely go check this guy out, and subscribe and click that little bell, because you really need to have his videos, which are also something you need to check out because they have some good things as well. Though I do think it's maybe a bit cliche at some points. Like it sounds a bit too. How do you say that? If you know EDM tips, and I've been subscribed to them as well, and I've absolutely learned stuff from them. But there's sometimes things that I think is a bit too too cheaty, maybe, but that's something just for me. I don't know. It's probably me, but this guy also really well explains everything. And one of the things he taught me is using the scale outside of your piano roll. And I'll show you what I mean by that. You might have seen this whole row of notes. This side note. This isn't played when I press play, but this is outside of it. As you can see, like the one starts in front of it. All these notes are in the same key. So this is all, I think, the A minor key, but I started D. But all these notes are in the same key. So no matter what I do, everywhere I move this, it will work. As long as you keep one note between. So I can do this, and this will be a perfectly fine chord. This, it's all perfectly fine. This will always work. Always trust your ears. There are exceptions. But now, if I unfold, you can see that I've only selected some white notes. It's not that I selected all the white notes, because B is not in the D minor, I think that this is. So this is really something that helped me with writing chords and stuff, because this, remembering all the keys, I have a little cheat sheet here, if you can see it. I use this this is like the minor, and this is the major key, and I just place it on my keyboard, and I can show you. I can show you this. Let's put it on somewhere. I'll take the camera. So now you can see. Let's see. There we go. This will mean that I can that I always see what notes I can play. No, just move it up a bit. Come on. Move it up there. Like you can see, I just moved that there, and now I can see which notes I can play, and then I write them inside the enableton, all 16th notes, and then move them outside, and then you know what scale you can play at, and that helped me so much, because if I'm correct, the first lead I have, yeah, here it is as well. Here you can see it at work. Every note that is in here is in the scale. And if I do this, every note except for the B and the black notes, and there you go. And it doesn't matter what I do, I can move things up and down, no matter what. Like I can, as you can see this. But what I did, for instance, in the second part here, like you can see this happening, basically is nothing else than I did this and then this. So yeah, you can swap all these notes out, and it will still, if they're logically ordered and playing in the correct way you want it, then it will always sound good. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what I learned from EDM tips. Hope you guys have fun with that as well. I do have, and I can send you that if you want to, key templates. And I have, for every key, I have a template, a MIDI. And if you want that, I can send it to you. Because if I put this in here, you by default have all like 6 octaves of A major. I think it's A major, A minor. And if I pick the D sharp, you get all the notes in the D sharp, 6 octaves. So if you want that, let me know, and I'll send them your way. But I did that for all the major and all the minors, and it's only major minor, the basics. You have also all the weird other types of note scales, like the pentatonic and there was another, the pentatonic minor scale and a pentatonic major scale. I don't have those, but this works. It works so well. So just hit me up on Facebook, so I don't forget, and I'll send this over to you in a zip file so you can use it. It's not much work, but if it can help you, it can help you. That's the most important part. Oh, here you have a pentatonic arp. It's a D minor. Oh, this is this one. It's the, I think it's, is it this one? Oh, come on. Yeah, I saved this one. Emotional A. That's not the correct one. Hold on. But this one also, you can see all the chords that I used with the template file that I had, and used all those to just create this nice little emotional riff. What's this one? It's basically the same one in E. So yeah, it's basically just playing around with it and having fun. That's the most important part, of course, having fun. There's nothing. Why is this here? I don't get it. That's better. Okay, so Stack, you haven't heard the new update. Basically what I did, what I changed is I added a pluck, and I'll let you hear it a little bit. And I added it. Basically, these are the same notes as the main lead, but without the bass notes. So you get this. Which basically makes the whole thing support the main lead a little bit more. Conquest reminded me that it, because I knew it sounded like something, but I didn't know the name. But Conquest reminded me of the name. It's Serenity, of one of the anthems of Sensation Wide, in somewhere in the range of 1999, 2003, I believe. So yeah, that's something I added. I lowered the volume of the bass considerably. It went from 7 to -12, or from -7 to -12. And it sounds a lot better now. The previous one was way too loud. The kick also added a little bit of more juice. So added a bit of bass to it so it can punch just a little bit more. And I think that's basically it. I did some EQing on some stuff, but not much. I think that's about it. I'm going to play it in full. And Stack, let me know if you still hear something that I should change or something that isn't working. I know I can count on you to give me some feedback. And of course, subject, if you hear something that you say like, hey, I am no professional, but I think this sounds weird, that sounds weird, or you broke the shit out of this track, or you think it's beautiful, let me know. Damn, hard day's work. Let me know what you think. I'm going to play it through all the way now, and after that I'm going to compare it to the previous version to see if things changed for the better. So here it goes. At the beginning, version 10. Oh, and I need to unmute everything. There we go. Should be good. Can't say I really miss anything anywhere. The only thing I could say is that this could have something, but I don't know what. But it's just... everything sounds good. Okay, so now I want to hear a bit of the differences that I have made, like the intro here. When this is blue, I'm listening to the old version 9 of the track. And when it's gray, you will hear the current version of the track. So let's see what, well, oh. Yeah, I had the bass up a lot, but it didn't sound well. I listened on my car stereo and it was already a bit big, and it basically muffled the rest of the track. And when I heard it on my headphones, it was even more bassy, and I was like, no, I have to tone down the bass a lot. So I think fits perfectly well now in the track. At least for my taste, that's something to be aware of course. I feel that the bass is a bit more bassy. And you're right, Subject. The perks are up a little bit now, and it sounds really good. You can really hear the difference of the perks being just a little bit higher. I would even dare say... No, that's good. It's good. How does this... Here you can really hear the difference. I don't know if you can hear it, but listen to what it sounded like when the bass comes in. You hear... I don't know if you can hear it, but let me know if you can hear it. You hear that all the rest of the track is muffled and brought to the background by the bass. So listen carefully. Did you hear that the whole track, everything else that's in there is put to the background? You can almost hear the volume drop from all those other elements. And when you hear it now, it's still, the bass is still there, but a lot lower, so everything shines out more. So that's something that I'm really happy with. I really feel that this sounds so well now. Let's see. Next part. How does this sound? The old one sounds so muffled. But maybe that's because of the little pingle, the little chime that's in there that makes it stand out a bit more. And of course the perks are a bit louder, the bass is a bit lower, so everything works a bit more. Yeah, definitely sounds good. Of course. When you're ready for making a remix, you just send me a mail or shoot me an email or a message here on Facebook, and you can go your gang. But that's more of a Dutch joke. Let's see. How does this sound? Yeah, the chimes really do clear things up a bit. Thanks. I know, we're the best, right? Not bragging or anything. Okay, I really think I need to move the nice. Yeah, I think you mean New Zealand, right? The province of Holland. Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't. I'll tone down the ego. um. No, oh crap! I don't know. Which one was it? Nebula? Nope, it's not Nebula. I need to remember which one is which. Nope, it's not this one as well. Renegade? No, it's not Renegade. Ah, crap. Which one was it? Helicon? Nope, not Helicon. Helicon. Kara? Nope, not Kara either. I have so many plugins and I don't know which one does which. Yeah, that one I need to activate first. No, which one was it? There was one that I could. Firefly, no, I know that one. Is it really not this one? I know there was one that I could change what the stereo image was, where it came from, but I don't know which one it was. Firefly is a compressor. I know that. Glitch isn't it? Elysian isn't it either. Evade doesn't work. Fat is something completely different, I think. Yep. Something different. Oh, nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Renegade was the sidechain plugin. Then Nebula? No. What? I'm getting crazy. I swear. Oracle then. Oh wait, it was Oracle. Imaging. There we go. Hold on. I need to see how this sounds. So now the... No, I didn't. I think 2014. Dude, do you know how long that is? How long ago that is? But I don't remember anything like Mid-Ranger Festival. Nah. Mixify. I don't know. Was that at the end? Because I jumped ship when I think a year before Mixify stopped. So I don't know. I think I can lower the volume now. Yeah, I know. Do you know what the funny thing is about Chew? I was on Mixify. Then everything there went to shit. Like there was so much drama over there. Like I knew I was the biggest trance DJ on the platform there, even with all the other guys. I heard it from many of the people who were streaming that, even streaming there themselves, saying like every time you stream, I come to your stream because I know what I get. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Really appreciate it. So I was I was on a roll there, and I was playing and playing and playing, and I was really appreciating everyone who was saying like, yeah, you're great, you're great. And at some point, with all the drama between all those other guys and starting to yell at other DJs for having taking their people, and I was like, dude, if people want to hear something different, then let them. But no, everybody was just jamming on about like how other people were stealing their followers, their listeners. They had nothing when I was on, and they kept on going. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. Some people were really starting to get nasty. So I jumped ship, and everybody was saying like, yeah, if you go, we go as well. We go with you. We'll follow you. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So at some point, I released that I went to Chew, and nobody followed me. And I was like, God, that sucks. And from that point on, everything went a bit downhill. At some point, I even thought about stopping DJing and producing altogether, sell all my gear, and then do something different. But yeah, after that, Chew didn't really work. I went downhill. Then Mixify became Chew, or was bought by Chew. They went on. Everybody was moved to Chew, and I even had, I think, contact with the owner of Chew, one of the developers. But they did nothing for me, even when they said they would. And then eventually, even when everybody was on Chew, they never found me. And then I quit, and I went to YouTube, tried Twitch. That didn't work at first. Then back to YouTube. YouTube blocked a lot of content back then with copyright claims. They don't do that these days, so that's good. Twitch the same. They blocked everything I did. Now they don't. They just mute certain parts, but that's okay. But yeah, now it's I think starting this year, a guy called Barry from Wales, who I got to know through Lewis, who was also on Mixify, Lewis Hayes, and he asked me to get to the radio station there if I wanted to do a mix there, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna put my shoulder on it, gonna go for it, and I'm gonna do this. So yeah, now I'm 9 months further into the year. Almost have 2 tracks, or at least 1 track finished, and 1 probably good on its way. And I have a weekly show that keeps growing, so I'm happy. So yeah, the world is a weird place, but I'm hoping to get more followers, and things are pretty costly, so that's also why I'm trying to get monetization for YouTube and a subscription part on Twitch, which I need followers for, because if you want to be eligible for monetizations on Twitch, you need to have 50 followers, and I'm on 26, so halfway there. And I need some more play hours and more people in the chat, but that, I think that will come eventually when I'm on here more. My weekly show, you can, if you go to facebook.com/transcension, you can get into a group there. Hold on, I'll type the link for you. Here you go. There's a community page. There it doesn't cost anything. If you go to Facebook, you can subscribe on Mixcloud, but I'm still working on everything there, and I don't want people... Look, it's already up, so you can donate over there. But I don't promote it at the moment, because I don't really think I need to promote something that isn't done yet. And I need all the tracks that I played, all the mixes in there, so... That's good. If you go to the Facebook page, there in the left on the bottom there is a link called community, and you can get into the official Transcension group, and you can post there and share your thoughts and do stuff. I also post the new episodes there and things that are coming in, so would be good to have you there. Okay, so I can remove this one. I don't need it anymore. I think I can listen to this a little bit. Because of the spread that I did for the audio of the chime, the pluck, it was a bit more apparent that it's there. So I thought, like, I need to remove that a bit more and lower the volume. I just need to... Wait, it's there. I was already on the mix fam. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me... Let me get to Facebook. Let's see. Yay, there we are. Well. I see it, you're in there. Cool. I'll check it out later. Send me a PB on Facebook and I'll go check it out. I think that's it for now. I think that's this is what I'm gonna send into. I'm gonna send to my favorite Twitch personality. Let's see. I'm gonna save the live set as a version 10. Oh, that's maybe a good thing for you as well. When you're working on stuff like what I have now on a track. Always go to save live set as and just save the versions every time you do an update. So after an evening of playing, or if you think like you have something going and you want to add something or change stuff, just make a new save and call it V5, V6, or if it's just a minor change, call it V7.1 or whatever you want to call it. But just call it, give it a version name, and then do that. Because if you do that, you can also get this, can go back, because sometimes you have an idea and you make a arpeggiation and you think like, oh, this is great, but during the process of making the track you change the arpeggiation, but later on you think like, oh, that arpeggiation would have worked somewhere in a new track you're working on, and then you can go back into the versions and pick it out and then use that again. Just an example. So I did that. Now I need to export it. Is this everything? Yeah. Version 10. There you go. Well, that's it then. It's so fun to have a brand new computer that can handle this stuff. My previous computer couldn't stream live and export at the same time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna let it go for today. And I'll tomorrow, I think it was 10 p.m. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Twitch.tv. Let's see in my follower list. Good. Mark Sixma. Schedule. Tomorrow. Wait. Oh, it moved to Thursday. No. Tomorrow. Wait. 2 demo drops? Oh, that's through the night. Never mind. 10 p.m. What's this? Oh, this game. Okay. Yeah. Demo drop music. 10 p.m. tomorrow. GMT +2. That's my time. So, I don't know where you are, subject, but what was it? America or was it England? I don't know. Probably not both. But yeah, tomorrow, 10 p.m. my time, CET. I'll be back online, waiting for my demo to be feedbacked live. Oh, damn. I'm already tense. Chicago. Ooh. When is that? Where's that? Oh, well, not where, but CST. Okay. World Time Buddy is my friend.com. CST. Central Time US. So let's see. 10 p.m. my time is 3 p.m. your time. So it's I don't know if you can make it, but if you can, just join in. I'll be here, just waiting for Mark Sixma to see where see what I did with my track. So we'll see. Anyway. Yay. 22 hours. Cool. Well, now that we got it out of the way, I think it's time to close off, get some rest the ears, and see each other tomorrow evening. Let's hope for a good result from a great DJ producer. So yeah, subject. Thanks for tuning in, and everyone else who tuned in or is tuning in after the fact and watching the recording. Thank you all. Be sure to follow me on Facebook for Sarah and Transcension to not miss my weekly show. Many guest DJs coming up in the coming months. So and the next one is already upon us in this next weekend. So check out that, and of course follow me here on Twitch. Go to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, go to Twitch to make it all much more easy. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, hopefully tomorrow. Cheers.